Welcome to Team 9 Summer Semester Project for IST 110. I am Christina Stanley. Our presentation is on the impact of social media on society. We will examine what is social media, how it does work, and who uses it. We will also discuss the important issues surrounding social media, its history, and future projections.
We live in an age where changes are common. I'm not just talking about the present age, as changes are inevitable going back since ancient times. Hence, it's obvious that a revolutionary giant like social media has created a huge change in society and will continue doing so. But what exactly does the word revolutionary mean? There are many meanings of this word, but the true association of it would be with the word innovation. According to me, it depends on what we mean by a revolutionary innovation and its impact on modernization. The main impact which social media has created is innovation among the people, deliverance of information, and evolvement of technology. Attitude, way of thinking, way of observing things in order to share it with others socially are one of the integral factors which has created a huge impact. Innovation is revolutionary only if it changes the society, but without proper awareness and protection of data, this technological advancement could cause a catastrophic wave of data vulnerabilities and threats. When it comes to statistics and demographic values, social media has its quantity equivalent to the oceans around the globe. Its hike in values, its increase in demand, and its boom in the numbers of users by huge amounts day by day contributes to the growth and success of social media. Over the last few years, social media has had a huge impact on our everyday lives, as it has completely changed the way we engage the world, both locally and internationally. With the latest electronic gadgets, along with the existence of these technologies becoming common for people in all parts of the world, the increase in proportions is not all that surprising. The demographic values related to social media breaks down to 71% of online adults use Facebook, 23% of online adults use Twitter, 26% use Instagram, 28% use Pinterest, and 28% use LinkedIn. Really makes us think that it has taken a very important place in our lives. Apart from making us socially connected, these are the main functions which it provides. Social media speeds up the process by helping people to organize the revolutions efforts they need for protest and human rights. Social media also has been used by nonprofit organizations all over the world to seek help and gain visibility for their causes. Social media has proven to be an extremely helpful tool during emergencies by getting vital news out quickly, announcing the immediate needs of people and locations, as well as organizing and deploying rescue missions. Mixed in all the larger examples of using social media for social good are hundreds, if not thousands, of acts of kindness, where everyday people, along with those of influence, hit social media to try to improve the world one little step at a time. Social media facilitate us to use the voice for people who need it most by making it easier for people to share information. It's truly an amazing avenue to deliver optimism, happiness, and inspiration, even if it's only through a simple vote or share.
According to Wikipedia, social media are computer-mediated tools that allow people to create, share, or exchange information, ideas, pictures, or videos in virtual communities and networks. Specifically, it is defined as a group of internet-based applications that build on the ideological and technological foundations of Web 2.0 and the creation and exchange of user-generated content. Some examples of social media include Facebook, which connects users via the internet with family and friends. Twitter, allowing users to send and read short 140-character messages called tweets. Skype, providing the capability for face-to-face and spoken conversation over the internet. And YouTube, where users can upload, view, and share videos. In short, social media, the silent revolution launched through the internet. Its vibration has changed the way we communicate with one another, as well as how information is transferred across the globe.
The internet is the most basic thing that helps support social media. It's a medium which helps propagate it throughout the globe. We could say that the internet is like water required by fish. Let's consider the example of our own small children and kids. The days have passed when most children would be happy with small things like action figures of their favorite characters that made them feel happy. But now, their demands are mainly something handheld, which may have a common requirement of an internet connection or Wi-Fi. We often start searching the internet or Wi-Fi zone as soon as we enter any new area. Considering this heavy demand by people, internet service providers have intelligently designed design internet plans with attractive schemes so their companies become the most popular service provider supporting data plans. Hence, other companies start facing competitions and they try serving the public better by cheaper plans and more quality data packs. With increase in the internet connections, gadgets which help interaction with social media also grew a lot in the past decade. Mobile phones and tablets have more supply than demand these days, and every second day we hear about a new brand smartphone which is made by a country with cheap manpower and materials, and almost every day a phone company launches a new model. Mobile devices have changed the way we consume all sorts of online content. It is now part of tradition that people announce to the entire world where they are currently. In fact, some users feel the need to announce their daily plans to everyone on their friends list before actually doing it. We now spend more time looking at photos, using maps, playing games, checking the weather, and social networking on mobile phones rather than on desktop computers. Hence, the growth of social media activity and usage is at its peak and still climbing. Business owners, from startups to up and operating businesses, are including marketing strategies for increasing business through advertising with social media. Almost everyone is present in the social media world, as it's proven that its platform is very useful for promoting business. In the same way, it helps the small-scale entrepreneurs effectively promote their work and product to become recognized on the same level as big company brands. Social media has allowed consumers more variety in shopping as people become more aware of alternate products that are less expensive. Customers have come to know more about those entrepreneurs, which can meet their expectation and supply better quality output at lesser rates, coupled with convenience of shopping from home. There are many ways to access social media, including tablets, cell phones, laptops, computers, and more. All we need is an internet connection with a data plan that suits our usage need, and we are good to go. Social media is proven useful and considered a good thing, but with all the good follows the bad. There are always two sides to everything. The same goes for social media, as most people admire it and see it as a revolutionary invention. Some avoid using social media because they recognize the possible negative short and long-term effects it could have on their lives. Here are some of the pros. Social media started as a place to connect with your friends in an easy and convenient way. How many of you might have found your old pals from school or college who are out of touch due to one reason or another without social media? Social networks are the reason we are more socially connected. With social networks, we are able to communicate our thoughts and perceptions over different topics with a large number of audiences and raise awareness of thought. There are a number of customized applications being made on the social platforms whose main purpose is to promote the product or brand. As social networking is cost effective and brands have a huge audience, they are shifting more towards social marketing. The right to express ourselves and drawing attention of the world towards something important is also a benefit. Past experiences shared by people on social media might help you not repeat the same mistakes again. And here are some of the negatives. Many studies have shown that extensive use of social media can cause addiction in the users, and they may unknowingly need therapy. Extreme usage of social media has reduced the level of human interaction. Mostly, businesses use social media to find and communicate with clients, but it is a great distraction to employees who may show more interest in what their friends are posting than in what their work entails. Decrease in physical stamina of children and weak eyesight due to continuous staring at a screen is an increasingly popular complaint. Identity thieves gather personal information from social media sites, even if you have your account on the highest security setting. There are always ways for identity thieves to get information because an internet search can teach everything one needs to know about their victim. Setting up and recreating a strong password every 90 days and keeping your location private might save you from being the next victim. Stop being too transparent. Try keeping a low profile of where you go, so there might not be a serious need to reveal your locations to friends or to the entire world. Otherwise, you run the risk of being stalked by someone you may or may not know. One of the biggest threats to online security is overconfidence. Just having a firewall and antivirus installed will not save you from hackers. So, after this highly detailed discussion about social media, let's now conclude with the value of the social media monster that seems to be continuously expanding in our world today. By examining the pertinent points related to the topic of social media and magnifying pros and cons with its direct effect to users, is there useful value within social media? There's no doubt that social media is one of the best blessings humankind has ever achieved. Its value can't be calculated, as it helps the human race in almost each and every turn of life. Of course, there are many negative effects that are real, but these can easily be controlled with proper remedy of support. It is said that to know the true value of anything, try keeping yourself away from it for a while. Only then one might be able to determine if it could really improve the quality of one's life. Let us create a hypothetical situation where there is no social media for the next 20 hours. One would wonder what would happen in this scenario. Maybe, possibly, one would get the feeling of isolation and lack of knowledge. Since we have become so accustomed to the workings of social media, a sense of incompleteness would prevail.